Hello from your City of Pasco Building Department. The goal of the presentation is to inform you whether you are a property owner, contractor, or business owner about the building permit application process. The question you might find yourself asking is, are building permits required in the City of Pasco? The answer is yes. The City of Pasco Municipal Code, Chapter 16, states they are required. Your next question may be, when do I need a building permit? A few common projects that require a permit include fences, whether they are built of wood, chain link, vinyl, or block. This includes retaining walls. Sheds, shops, or garages, regardless of the size or whether they are attached or detached to the home. Decks, patio covers, pergolas, regardless of the size. Any concrete work to include concrete patios, walkways, driveway extensions, and sidewalks, regardless of if it is brand new or replacing an existing. Plumbing and mechanical work. This includes HVAC systems, furnaces and AC units, hot water heaters, fireplaces, new gas lines and extensions, etc. Stucco, siding, roof replacements, window and door replacements, and new installs. Swimming pools and hot tubs if the depth is greater than 24 inches. Additions to homes, most interior remodels, and solar panel systems. A building permit must be obtained before you begin the project. This will ensure that your project meets current building and municipal codes. If you are unsure if your proposed project will require a building permit, please call our office for verification at 509-543-5726. Building codes that are currently being used include the National Fuel Gas Code, Liquefied Petroleum Gas Code, 2018 International Building Code, 2018 International Fire Code, 2018 International Fuel Gas Code, 2018 International Mechanical Code, 2018 International Residential Code, 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code, ICC ANSI A 117.1-2017 Accessibility Code, and the Washington State Energy Code. Please note that all electrical permitting is currently being handled by Washington State Labor and Industries. The first step to obtaining a building permit is for the applicant to file an application with the building department. The application shall identify and describe the work to be covered by the permit for which the application is made, describe the land on which the proposed work is to be done by legal description, street address, or parcel number, indicate the use and occupancy for which the proposed work is intended, be accompanied by construction documents, state the valuation of the proposed work, which includes the material used and the labor. You can download an application on our website at this given link. The website includes checklists in our Resources tab to help assist you in obtaining a full submittal packet. Or you can pick up an application on the first floor of City Hall at the Building Department counter. City Hall's address is 525 North 3rd Avenue, Pasco, Washington 99301. Once the application packet is completed, you may turn it in person at the building department located at City Hall, or you can email the packet to the email address permittech@pasco-wa.gov. Make sure when you turn it in to turn all documents in at the same time. Partial submittals are not accepted. Once your application packet is turned in, it will go through a review process where the permitting staff will review it for code compliance. This process could take up to 10 business days for residential projects or 20 business days for commercial projects. Once the review process is completed, a permit technician will contact you to notify you of the results. If the permit has been approved, you will receive an invoice with the fees due. Our office is not set up for online or over-the-phone payments. Payments will need to be made in person with a debit card, check, or money order. We currently do not take credit cards or cash. Once fees have been paid, the permit will be issued. If you fail to pay the fees within 30 days of the approval date, the application will expire. If the application expires, it will be discarded and you will need to start the process over once you decide to continue with your project. If your application is not approved because either it is missing information or does not meet current code, a comment hold letter will be sent to you. The letter will explain why it is on hold and are given a deadline to make the necessary corrections and provide the revisions. If you need additional time, you may contact us to request an extension. If we do not receive revised plans or a response before the deadline, your application will expire and all documentation will be discarded. You will need to start the process over once you decide to continue with your project. Again, keep in mind, no construction may begin until permit has been issued. If construction is done prior to issuing a permit, a double fee may be imposed and, depending on the project, you may have to tear down part or all of the structure so it can be inspected properly for code compliance. Inspections are required by building and related codes to provide some assurance that the project complies with minimum requirements for fire and life safety, structural integrity, sanitation, and energy efficiency. Every project is different and will require inspections based on the scope of work being performed. You can find our inspection list in our Application Resources tab, and when in doubt, call for an inspection. We would much rather make unnecessary trips rather than asking for materials to be removed to allow an inspection. All building permits are required to have a final inspection once a project is completed. Be sure to schedule yours prior to the permit's expiration date. Once a permit has been issued, you will have 180 days, or about 6 months, to complete your project. This timeline is renewed with each passing inspection. You can schedule an inspection by calling 509-545-3442. Our final note is property owners can perform their own work within their property, but if you choose to hire a contractor, the contractor you choose must be licensed through the Washington State Department of Revenue and have an active City of Pasco endorsement. If you have any remaining questions or are not sure whether your potential project requires a permit, please contact our office.